Oh, welcome. This is your boy, the host with the most, but humble, and I do mean humble, D Nostradamus, aka, and I'm here, of course, on a Wednesday to give you the sweet mellow tones of your boy, D Nostradamus, and just random thoughts. How about that? Random thoughts. If you don't know anything about the random thoughts or whatnot, it's about me going from one segment and going into like 3 other segments. I try to do about 10 to 15 minutes of these. I do it only on Mondays and Wednesdays. All right, so let's get into it or whatnot. First of all, I love this show. I love this shirt. I got this from my mom. I love this shirt. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. First and foremost, I just want to talk about, and one of the very first my 2 cents that I talked about is why factions are a good thing. And I still stand by factions are a good thing. So what I want to talk about is, of course, factions that are gone but never should have left, and factions that are here that needs to be destroyed. In 2 factions I want to talk about that are here and need to be destroyed is the Firm. Now, apparently the Firm was supposed to be a really great faction after CM Punk winning the title from Jon Moxley at All Out. They were supposed to, apparently, we got Stokely talking to Paquette, Renee Paquette, and apparently they were supposed to feud with CM Punk. That was supposed to be the first angle of the CM Punk reign. But, you know, of course, he was injured, and of course, the media scrum and all of that, and of course, him no longer, well, still with the company, but no longer, I guarantee, will be the company after he's 100%. And here's the thing, you know, the Firm should be no longer relevant now. They were supposed to be, you know, the henchmen, apparently supposed to be the henchmen of MJF. That fell apart, and it just looks like now they're just men built to be, you know, they're all mid-carders. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. I do love Lee Moriarty. I also enjoy Ethan Page. I think Ethan Page is he's a champion to be. I guarantee that. He should be a champion. W. Morrissey, we have not seen a lot of. Big Cass, if you don't know who W. Morrissey is, Big Cass. And the Very Green Gun Boys, still very, very green. I hate that they make them or have them in this type of character where they are so dumb that they don't know a lot about the history when their dad is one of the best tag team champions of all time. And in one of the greatest factions of all time. And now you're in a trash faction. I mean, I don't get it. And you know what killed, this is what killed, to me, the entire faction of the Firm. Where they came out and attacked William Regal and attacked Jon Moxley for MJF to come out to save John and William Regal. Just him knocking out the Gun Boys, poking the eye of Ethan Page, Morrissey, Bigfooting, him Bigfooting Ethan Page, and MJF kicking Morrissey in the balls, throwing everybody out. One guy destroyed an entire faction. That kind of put a damper into everything that I thought that the firm should be. Now, a faction I think that should have never imploded is, of course, the Hurt Business. Yes, the Hurt Business. I understand that they were trying to build Roman to be this monster champion, and I'm okay with that being a monster champion. I also talk about where, you know, should it be one champion? I'm kind of still saying yes, but you have two leagues. You have the NFC and the AFC. And my thing is that the person who had that belt and held it to a higher standard was Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley was a great champion. He and also Sheldon Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. I said Xavier. Cedric Alexander held those tag titles to prominence. And when I tell you that that group was so great, with MVP being, of course, the mouthpiece of that faction, wow. What fell apart? What was Vince McMahon thinking that this wasn't gold? This would have still been going on right now without him being champion, without Cedric and without those two, Sheldon and Cedric being the tag champions. They still would have been a great faction. A great faction. I hate that they wrote, you know, for him to be like, I'm a one-man wrecking crew. But you had, you know, people there to do your dirty work. Like, the Bloodline is a great faction because we know that Roman is the man. Even though you have an enforcer with Solo Sikoa and Sami Zayn, and of course you have your tag team with the Usos, you do know that the champion is the top man. And with the Hurt Business, you knew that Bobby Lashley was the top man. But you had to get through everybody else to get to the top man. There is no top man in the firm. I mean, if you want to go with Stokely, you can go with Stokely. But there is no top man in the faction. That is a group of mid-carders right now. And they don't know the direction of that faction. I hate to sound like that. But it just sucks that we got the firm and we still don't have the Hurt Business. I think that my humble opinion is that the firm should come back, add one more person to that group, which will be Omos, because they have no directional path for him, and have a great War Games, if you're still going to do the Bloodline or whatnot. Have a nice War Games with the Hurt Business and the Bloodline. I mean, you already have a monster group with Judgment Day, which should not break up. Should not break up. You have a great faction between those two. You bring those into the mix. Maybe bring a female into the Hurt Business. Bring one of the women from Lash Legends, who I haven't seen in a while. Bring Lash Legends over to the main roster. Put her into the Hurt Business. You have a great faction, a monster faction in the Hurt Business. Hands down. I think that would be a great solution. Now, can you fix the firm? Can you fix the firm? I think you can. I truly truly think you can. And this is how I think you can fix the firm. Number one, put somebody in that faction, number one. Who I think it should be, of course, it should be Ethan Page. Ethan Page should be that number one guy. He's from Canada. Go ahead and have him win that All-Atlantic title from Orange Cassidy. Yes, I love Orange Cassidy. I think Orange Cassidy is a great All-Atlantic champion. But, my apologies. But, in order to make something out of nothing, you have to push Stokely to just the mouthpiece or the MVP of that group and have somebody being the number one guy in that faction. Ethan Page is that guy. He has the mouthpiece. He is great in the ring. They just need a direction and a title or titles to make that happen. I would put W. Morrissey and Lee Moriarty. I would put those two in a tag team to knock off one of those titles that FTR have, which are those Ring of Honor titles. I would get them to do that. Or I would even do this. This is me just fantasy booking. There's one person that we haven't seen in a very long time, and I think that he needs his own stable. Get Jonathan Gresham on there. Apparently, he's still on the roster. Get Jonathan Gresham back. Sweet talk him into some money. Have him win the All-Atlantic title, or have him regain the Ring of Honor title, and have them reign supreme over a lot of people. They will be the monster faction where they try to build it to be an NWO type stable. I think it'll be awesome. I think it will be truly awesome, and put Jonathan in that glory that he truly, truly deserves or whatnot. Have him be the one to knock off MJF eventually. I'm just saying. But this is just me fantasy booking. I truly think the Hurt Business was a great faction. Really, them and then the Nation of Domination is right there. That's how good the Hurt Business was. Reform them. Bring in Omos. Bring in Lash Legends from NXT. You got a great faction. Hands down. With Bobby Lashley being the leader of the Hurt Business yet again. Of course, with the firm, bring in Jonathan Gresham as the head. Ethan Page, his right-hand man. Stokely Hathaway, his left-hand man, which will be just the mouthpiece, and have W. Morrissey and Lee Moriarty win those tag titles off of the Ring of Honor tag titles off of FTR. That's what I'm thinking. That's truly what I'm thinking. But these are just random thoughts, just random everyday thoughts, you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all. I will see y'all later on today for Dynamite. For Dynamite, you guys. I'm going crazy. Dynamite. Until next time, you guys. Love, peace, and of course, wrestling.